fellow Toastmasters and honor guests. Welcome. If I told you that there is a magic pill that can help you reduce and eliminate your fear of public speaking immediately or make you a great keynote speaker, would you take it? If yes, raise your hand or use the reaction button in your toolbar to raise your hand. All right, I see some takers. Sorry to say there is no such pill yet, but we have the next best solution, I think. 25 Alive Communications and Confidence Building Bootcamp, or CCB Bootcamp for short. I wanted to do a very quick activity with you. Now think back to the time when you first learned how to drive or ride a bicycle. You had an instructor who guided you, show you all the skills that you need to be able to drive or ride a bike, and they mentored you. And you practice and practice until you're able to do those skills comfortably, right? And you did that. At the end, you learn how to ride a bike or drive a car. This is the same with learning any new skills, such as public speaking or building your confidence. Well, the CCB Bootcamp, what is it? This is a special program that 25 Alive Toastmasters has developed for busy people in mind, like you. This is a fast-tracked guided workshop series with hands-on activities that teach you communication tips and hacks in a very short time period. You get to try it, learn those, and practice those skills. We plan to launch this program in July of this year, which is next month. Our club developed this supplemental program based on the members' needs and the recommendations and hours of culling through resources that can help you learn these various skills. Of course, you can go through and search for all those information, but who has the time, right? So part of our strategy is to really help to cull these information so that you have access to them easily and you'll be able to learn them. Because as you know, as a new beginner, oftentimes is figuring out what is the right question to ask. Where do you begin? And we hope that from all those experiences from our club's members, as well as some experts, we'll be able to share those with you. You'll be able to use all your senses, right? You see what's going on, you hear, and then you get to practice and do those and learn those skills. And then last but not least, you get feedback from your peers or from your experts who are part of our team or guest speakers to be able to share those feedback with you. The bootcamp will be 5 to 6 weeks series. It is 1 hour each, and it includes 3 parts. They're either conducted by our members in our club or guest speakers. The first part is, of course, orientation for new members. This includes training, where to get resources from Toastmaster International, from the district, as well from the club. How do you navigate the various parts of the web to access these resources, like the educational pathways? How do you get started? How do you sign up for different roles, etc.? So you learn all that in the first orientation session for new members. The second part of this bootcamp is talking about different elements to successful speeches and presentations, and it will cover 5 different topics. The first topic is knowing your audience. Elements such as socioeconomic, age, ethnic, cultural background, all those play a role in addressing your audience. So you really have to know who is your audience and do a little bit research. We'll give you some tips and tools how do you go about doing that And our club is very diverse. So we'll be able to share some of those cultural nuances and things that you need to be aware of if you are addressing an audience with a certain cultural background. The other tip is, how do you conquer stage fright, right? Some of the exercises, things that you can do to really slowly over time reduce your fear of public speaking. The third element, which is really important, is body language and gestures. How to use effective gestures to create a connection with your audience, whether it is virtual or in person. There are things definitely that you can learn and master to be able to be an effective speaker where the audience will remember your message. Okay, that is the important part, right? The next topic to include in this section is techniques to keep your audience attention. There are definitely techniques, and the more that you practice them, then it becomes really more natural. And the last part of this segment is to how to use technology effectively, whether it is Zoom or other virtual platforms. If it's in person, what can you do to really retain and keep your audience attention and get your message across well? Because people are going to tune out. You have to be able to use different things to keep their attention so that they are able to receive your message. Okay. The last segment of this bootcamp is, of course, how to prepare for job interview. There are many things that you can learn from that. And there are a lot of resources out there, and we can share with you some of the resources you could practice, some of the things that you might be asked during a job interview. As you practice them, you'll be able to then, of course, get more comfortable and reduce your nervousness and your fear of being able to speak up for yourself. The bootcamp will be video recorded in order to allow members access to it 24/7. The best thing is that it is free at no cost to members, to 25 Alive members. It is valued easily at over $1,000 if you look at the whole series and the hours that goes into it and the time that you put into it. We highly encourage you to join 25 Alive Toastmasters so that you have access to all these resources along with the bootcamp. Later in the meeting, we'll let you know more about other resources and the benefits of Toastmasters and how you can join. Thank you.